very, very passionate. In fact, as zingine naonanga kama imeniingia sana, mpaka everywhere I go when I'm a customer, I focus on how I'm being treated than the product that I'm buying. Because there is something that I know and I believe with all my heart, that people don't buy products and services. People don't buy products or services. If you have a clothes shop, if you are in the food business, if you are in hospitality like me, people don't come to my place because there is a bed and a mattress. If you are selling food, people don't come to your shop because you are selling foodstuffs, because they are in need of chapati, they are in need of managu. People don't buy products and services. People buy experience. People buy how they are made to feel. Because, for example, let me use an example of myself, because I run accommodation business. There are many accommodation businesses in Kitengela. Sini kweli. People have beds. So we cannot write up there, hot shower. It is important to have hot shower. Sijui nini, self-contained room, sijui nini. Anybody can have those ones. But what will make those people choose to come to my place and not the other person? It is not the bed. It is not the hot shower. Don't be lied to. Jagi. Usifikiri watu wanakujanga kwa hiyo duka because you have ngwashe na nini. Wanakujanga because of the way you treat them. That is why I'm here to talk about customer service. It is so key. Recently, there is a business that was closed down that I know. Hapa tu Kitengela. Actually, ilichifunga tu. And sometimes I would go there before it was closed. I would go there to buy. Because of convenience. Ni karibu na kwangu, Njua sile unaendaka tu sababu ni karibu na kwako, lakini ungekuwa na option ungeenda. So every time I would go, the lady there, she really has an attitude, Unajua ile unaenda ni kama umekuja kumsumbua. And you know, attitude, you don't have to speak about it. I can just see it. Sinaiona tu uko na attitude. So me, every time I would go there, and in my heart, I'm like, I'm just here because it's near. But nilikuwa nimejiambia tu, and I even told someone, hii biashara itafunga. I said, if biashara, at the rate at which this lady is operating this business, hii biashara itafunga. Na iko na vitu mingi, iko na stock kabisa, yani ameinvest. But her attitude is just not right. Do you know it was closed the other day? And I can tell you for a fact why it was closed. Because every time ungeenda, unakuta, she doesn't have customers. Na ukienda hata hape attention. Ako tu kwa mambo zake. Maybe she's on phone. She's busy chewing gum. And we will come to that. Nimekuja kuongelesha real things, Vitu tu, sijasema ati ile ingine haikuwa real. The things that affect us as business people. I go to town sometimes. Many times I go to town to buy things. Na area yangu inakuanga hiyo area ya Sheikarume na huko mimi sikuangi mtu wa CPD. Naendanga na huko Mariva Road. Nikuta hiyo time nimevaa longi, niko na kofia na rubber shoes. Now there is this shop in town. One day I went. The person has a very big hardware shop, Na amestock. Unajua kustock hardware si pesa kidogo. That person has spent a lot of money. Then there are these 3 young people. They have been put there, of course, as people to attend to customers. So one day I entered the shop like this. Wamevaa mpaka zile makabuti sa job, Unaingia kwa duka hivi, all of them are on these things. Hizi masimu zimeharibu biashara. Hizi masimu, kama uko na mtu na umeandika na umeweka kwa duka, ujue vile utafanya. Unaonanga supermarket wanaekanga masimu kwa store, Wakiingia asubuhi, unajua those people in the supermarket, they don't have phones. And I think that's the direction we need to take as business people. So all these people are on the phone. Sasa mimi nimeingia hapo. I think it took like 5 seconds or 10 seconds before they recognized someone had walked in. And you see when somebody was so engrossed in something, akinua kichwa hivi, they have to like it takes a few seconds for them to even realize there is someone. Na unajua hizi vitu saa hizi simu zinabebanga watu sana. So they look at me and they are like a zombie like this. I just walked out. And I said, I wish I knew the owner of this business. Ningemutafuta. By the way, seriously, if I knew the owner, ama there was a way of knowing, ningemutafuta nimwambie. Hii biashara utafunga. So, and then I walked out. I moved out. I crossed the street. And I went. Nilipofika tu hivi the next shop, I found a lady standing at the counter. When she saw me coming, she was like, Karibu. Habari, ma'am. Hey, I melted. Unafikiri pesa hii kutoka kwa mfuko? Ilitoka. So I started by saying people don't buy products and services. People buy experience. People buy how they are made to feel. Na ukielewa hiyo kama mwanabiashara, hautafunga. People buy experience. People don't buy products and services. That is why I'm standing here. So today, kama wewe ni mwanabiashara or you are aspiring, you may have all the millions in the bank. You may have the capital. Lakini kama hauna hii soft skill. And most businesses have failed. They have me everywhere I go. Kitengela, wherever. I am always, my area ya customer service inakuanga juu sana. There is a shop in Kitengela I avoid. Because you go there, I'm talking about real things. You go there, I found this an M-Pesa shop and they have, hakuna siku wanakosanga float. Hata ukitaka kuweka 70,000 wanakuanga nayo. But you find someone is talking, they're talking their language. There are two ladies there. They usually talk their language. Na ukifika, they don't stop talking. Wanaendelea kuongea. They expect you to interrupt their conversation. Because if you don't talk, they will continue talking. So they expect that you interrupt their conversation and say, hey, muko na M-Pesa. And as you are talking, tuko nayo. Sometimes they are taking tea, sometimes they are on phone and all that. Hiyo kitu inakosa sana kwa wanabiashara. And I think I have a mandate to train business people on customer service. Si hapa tu naomba Mungu sana anifungulie njia. I need to train business people on customer service because that can revolutionize your business. So, what is customer service? Customer service ni nini? Tunaongea maybe inaweza kuwa naongea customer service na tujui ni nini. Just to make us understand, customer service is an act of taking care of customer needs. Okay, good customer service in that sense. Taking care of customers' needs in a professional and helpful manner that leaves the customer satisfied and is willing to come for another purchase. It is the act of taking care of customer needs in a professional and helpful manner that leaves the customer satisfied. Underline the word satisfied, and is willing to come back for another purchase. Yani, good customer service itafanya customer atosheke na atake kurudi tena. Ushaenda mahali ukanunua kitu na ukajiambia sitawahi rudi huko tena. Si ni kweli? Kwa nini umesema hivyo? It's because of the experience. The products may be very good. In fact, they have the best products. But because of how they made you feel, you decide hautarudi huko tena. So that is good customer service. The rule of customer service. Golden rule. I call it a golden rule of customer service. Is this, do unto your customers as you would want to be treated when you are a customer yourself. As you serve your customers, remember you are also a customer somewhere. Is that the way you would want to be treated? So treat your customers the way you would want to be treated when you are a customer. How would you want to be? Just before I give you the points of how do you give world class? How to give world class customer service? Customers are the engine of a business. We can have all this stock and all these things. Lakini bila customer, I always tell my people, because sometimes we are very busy washing, we are very busy cleaning. Nawambianga unajua customers zipokuja hakuna cleaning. If a customer doesn't show up in this business, tomorrow we'll have nothing to clean. Kesho hatuna manguo za kufua. So everything stops when a customer arrives. Everything stops when a customer arrives. You may not be able to control very many things. You may not be able to control the competition. You may not be able to control even the weather. Mvua imenyesha. You may not be able to control government regulations. Because ni serikali tu, you may not be able to control. But you can control your attitude towards your customers. That is well within your power to control how you treat your customers. Hakuna mtu atakwambia, this is how wewe ndio unaamua, this is how I'm going to treat my customers. So how do you offer world-class customer service? How? Ni vitu tu tunajua, by the way. By the way, vile vitu naongelea hapa, they are not things that you don't know. They are things that we know, but we don't do them. How do we offer world-class? Haijalishi ni biashara gani, hata kama ni biashara kukatia watu mboga. How do you give world-class customer service? Number 1, know what you are selling inside out. Ushaenda kwa duka ya mtu, unamuuliza unaona ni duka wanauza maybe saa, wanauza batteries, wanauza those accessories around that, electronics generally. Unamuuliza nataka saa, nataka battery ya ile saa ya mkono. Na kuangalia those ones, so what are you talking about? Kwani siku hizi kuna hizo saa? This person is in that industry. Ishanifanyikia mimi, and you can clearly see like they are looking at you like you have dropped from which planet. Know your products inside out. Usifungue duka ya hardware na mtu anakuja anakuuliza na kuambia uko na GI. Unajua GI ni nini? Okay, I know we may not know, because sisi si watu wa hardware. Anakuambia nataka GI, sijui size what. Namuangalia GI ni nini? Are you building confidence in your customers? No, you are not building confidence. Before you start selling that product or being in a certain industry, understand that business. Know your products. Customers kuja hapo Mama Neema uanze kutapatapa. Anakuambia nataka managu ile sijui inaitwa sijui nini. You are like, na hiyo ni gani? Na wewe uko kwa hiyo industry. That should not happen. Know your products. Ujue ngwashe aina zote. Kuna majina wanaziita jaki. Watakuja hapo na majina. Bas. You must know them. Ujue, take time to study and understand your industry. You should be now the person advising the customer, not the customer telling you, and then you look so lost. Nikikuja kwa duka yako nipate you are so lost. Me, I'm done. I move to next. So, please know your products. Sielewe products zako. Research in your area of business, na uelewe sana. Hizo majina zote wanaziita uzijue. Ni sawa? Point number 2. Be friendly to your customers. Ngumu kusmile. Unajua kuna siku moja mtu aliniambia ati mimi huwa si smile. By the way, I was trying to tell them, jaribu, when you're dealing with customers, show them that you are friendly to them. Now, the way you show people that you're friendly is with a smile. Hello, karibu customer. Akaniambia mimi unajua mimi sijuangi kusmile. Is that true? Hakuna mtu hawezi smile. So, be friendly to your customers. And the way you can be friendly to your customers is through a smile, greeting them, karibu, habari mmeshinda aje na umepotea sana. Thank you for coming. Nimefurahi kukuona. Ni ngumu kusema vitu kama hizo. Kwa nini mtu anafika kwa duka na unamuangalia ni kama ame drop from? By the way, we experience those things every day. Si ni kweli? You look at someone like they have dropped from like, and the customer should not be the first one to greet you, by the way. should be the first one to greet the customer. The moment they approach, it means you must also be there ready, not on these things. Because if you are busy with this, customer atakushangaza amesimama kwa duka ndio unaunua kichwa customer shakusalamia. You should be the first one to say karibu. Actually, you should see them coming from afar. And even if you are seated, you stand up. I tell my people, you should never talk to a customer when you are seated. Hiyo ni tajiri yako. Ameleta mshahara. Na hapo umekaa chini. What are you telling me? When a customer approach, you should already be standing. By the way, if you come to my place and they don't stand, you tell me. When a customer approaches, if you are seated, you stand up and you welcome the customer. Karibu customer. So utasikia vizuri. I say people don't buy products and services, they buy experiences. Na watakwambia, hao watu wako ni wazuri sana. Tunakujanga huko sababu tunasikianga vizuri. I feel very nice. Haya. Number 3, say thank you. I think that's straightforward. Hata kama amekuja na amekusungusha, sometimes they come to my place, they look at all the rooms, wanataka hii. You know, it is possible to get tired. And sometimes unasikia huyo mtu anakusungusha tu, and they don't even buy at the end of it all. I tell my people, si lazima anunue, ameenda na kitu. Si ameona kuna kitanda na ni kusmart, atakuja siku nyingine. Tell them thank you for coming. Karibu tena siku nyingine customer. Unafikiri wanaambiwa hivyo kila mahali? Hawaambiwangwi. Atasema nitaenda kwa yule aliniambia asante. Watasunguka kidogo, some of them they come, wanasema tutarudi. After 3-4 hours, unaona wamekuja na bags. Unaona hao wamesunguka, hawakuambiwa asante. They are back. Tell your customers thank you. Si lazima wanunue. Inquiries are very important. And most of the time, people don't just walk in. Hata ukienda town kutafuta dress, unaingianga to the first shop and you see a dress and you buy. Rarely do you do that. Si ni kweli? Utaenda hata kama shops 5, checking, comparing, fitting. Then you decide, now I'm going to shop number. And most of the time, si ati ni nguo. All the clothes zinakuanga to the same. Most of the time ni kwa sababu yule msichana wa shop number 3, kuna vile tu alikutreat. So let me just go and buy there. Number what? Number 4. I think I already said that. Show respect to your customers by standing up, by greeting them. Another one, I already said that one. Listen. That is a very important one. You know, Jesus was a great listener. And he used to offer I just remember, Jesus used to offer very good customer service. Unakumbuka wakati alilisha some 5,000 or 4,000. Wale waliambiwa wakae chini, wapangwe in groups, and then they were served. Yes, walikuwa najua customer service. And that's why people used to, you know those people used to follow Jesus. When I read the Bible, most of the people used to follow him is because they were being fed. Of course, kuna wale walikuwa nafuata because they received the gospel, but majority of them, they used to follow Jesus because of food. It means Jesus used to have very good customer service. Hakuna customer wake alikuwa anarudingi na njaa. Walikuwa wanakuja, wanakula, wanashiba. They are healed. At some point, Jesus was even washing the disciples' feet. He demonstrated great customer service, how you're supposed to treat your customers. Treat them like kings, and you'll never lack customers. I was talking about listening to your customers. Ushaenda mahali, you want to buy something, and you're trying to explain to the person what you want. Because, you know, customer akikuja kwa hiyo shop yako, they already know what they want. They actually have information on what they want. But when you're trying to explain yourself to them, they are very quick to interrupt. Sijui kama msha experience, you are trying to explain yourself, and somebody is already concluding that you need this product. Then you are like, no, that's not what I meant. Be a good listener to your customers. Do not interrupt customers when they are talking. Let them talk. Be a good listener. If you have not understood what they are saying, try and ask, is this what you mean? You mean that unataka ushukwe zile lines? I don't know, sijui sishukangi nywele, so sijui so my style. But there is a way they explain, sijui mosodo, sijui nini. So unataka ushukwe zile zinaenda, zinakutana huku nyuma, ama unataka zinakutana side. Usishuke customer akisimama kwa mira baadaye anasema anyway ushashuka tu, but hivyo sio hivyo nilikuwa unafikia tarudi, because you are not a good listener. Clarify, understand. In fact, the Bible says in James, it is James, I think James 1 hapo nasema be quick to listen but slow to speak. The Bible is a very good book on customer service, by the way. It tells you to be very quick to listen but slow to speak. So even as you serve your customer, usikuwa mtu wa perepere mingi mpaka you can't even listen to what the customer is saying. You end up making mistakes. You end up giving the wrong product, or you end up doing the wrong service. Yes. We are about to break for lunch. Let me just mention a few more points, and then we can. I have so much on customer service, but I will not take so much time. Another point. Know your customers by name. Hiyo ni mzuri sana. Mimi nikifika mahali niambiwe, Linah, how are you? Nakwambia, I melt. Nguvu inai? Yani, hata kama nilikuwa na ugumu na I didn't want to engage, I feel that this person knows me. This person, kumbe, you know, sometimes even mtu anakuuliza, kwani unanijua? That person is excited. So please, wache kugeneralize watu. Know your customers by name. If it is possible, I don't know, I'm very poor at remembering names, but I really try. Tafuta njia kukumbuka majina za watu. People feel very bad. I have interacted with you 2-3 times, and when I meet you, I don't know your name, or I ask you, ulisema jina yako ni? Naona vile umeniweka, hujaniweka mahali mzuri. There is a way umenibeba. Unaona? Hujanidhamini. If my 3-4 time interaction with you and you are still asking for my name, inamaanisha I'm a general person to you. Your customers are not a general people. Should not generalize your customers. Treat customers as individuals. Know them by name. Akifika kwa hiyo duka, habari Catherine, umepotea, karibu sana. Karibu sana. Amefurahi kukuona. Leo unataka nikusaidie aje? Na kuambia huyo customer, you will maintain customers. Wache kumwangalia hivi, akifika kwa duka sema, kwani amekuja kusema ama amekuja kununua? Me, I told someone like that another day. Sijakuja kusema, nimekuja kununua. Atisema. Let's avoid those, very small things, but they mean a lot. People want to be treated special. Remember my golden rule. People don't buy products and services. Even in the church, pastor, we want to feel special. Yes, we want to feel, and our pastor is very good at knowing names. Sini kweli? Sometimes I wonder, how does he, anajuangaje majina? Linah, Catherine, nani? And akikuita Linah unasikia, he knows me. So, know your customers by name. I'm trying to jump on some. Go the extra mile. That's another point. Go the extra mile. Tuseme masaa yetu ya kazi imeisha. Sasa hata wewe unakuja saa hii. You are behaving like an employee. I was telling my daughter the other day, she asked me, Namisa, si unakaanga huko sana. Unakaanga, kwani unafanyanga nini mpaka saa 2 ya usiku? Nikamwambia hiyo ni mentality ya employee. Employees wanaangalianga, it's 5. In fact, when I used to work, some minutes to 5, ushafunga vitabu, ni kama mnangojeanga tu 5. But in business, it's not like that. Business requires your time. It requires your patience. What John was telling us about persistence, innovation, hiyo kufikiria, a great thinker and all that. You cannot be a great thinker if you have the mentality of an employee. Ya kufika saa 2 na kutoka 5. That is not an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, you spend time in your business, and you can only go that extra mile if you're spending time in your business. Sindio? Recho ama Lea, mtu anafika anakuambia nataka unipikie chapo. na you just finished cooking. Mwambie saa hii nimemaliza kupika hapa, sirudi kwa moto saa hii. Sirudi kwa moto saa hii. You see, it may not even be the money that person is going to pay you. Unaangalia long term, unaangalia loyalty, unaangalia huyu customer amepita wale wote wengi wanapika chapo, wamekuja tu kwako. You go the extra mile for the customer. Go the extra mile to package. Unajua kuna vitu ndogo ndogo sana mimi huambia watu. Mtu amenunua vitu za 3,000 or even 1,500. Na mwezi tu mwekea carrier bag ya 10 bob. Wewe nawe uko na nini? Si ni kweli? Anakuambia tuko na carrier bag unless nikuuzie. Si ati siwezi nunua ya 10 bob. 10 bob kwani nimesha spend 3,000. What is 10 bob? I can spend another 10 bob. But you can't just package for me. Going the extra mile for your customer. Inaweza kuwa that 10 bob is your profit, I know that 10 bob can be your profit. But you know, we are looking at customer loyalty. We are looking at building relationships with your customers. We are looking at future. Because as business people, we are not looking at hapa. Tunaangalia 20 years from now. So, going an extra mile saa zingine inaweza choma kidogo for your customer. Customer amekuja, kijui kama kuna mtu anashuka nywele huku. Customer amekuja kwa hiyo shop na amekuja kwa hiyo salon yako maybe na ameshukwa nywele. Na achapeba nini? Hii naona shikanga inaitwa nini? Hair band. Achapeba hair band na uko na tu hair bands hapo. Wewe si tumshikia na ka hair band, amwambie hii nitakulipa, mwambie hiyo customer nimekupatia. Unafikiri huyu mtu amesikia aje? They feel very nice. And the next time they want to be done their hair, they will come just because of the hair band. They will come there. So go an extra mile for your customers. I tell my people, I'll use myself as an example a lot. Sometimes people come and they are wanasema tunataka room ya maybe pesa yenye sisi we don't offer. Now I tell my people, don't be mean. Kama mtu amekuja maybe because kuna wengine wanakuja wanasema tunataka room hata ya 500. Sisi hatuna hizo za 500. I tell them, work the customer. Hata unaweza mshika mkono mwambie kuja nikupeleke. Za 500, unaona hiyo mlango? Enda hivi, piga kona hivi, kuna za 500 hapa. Sawa? Na nimeshukuru umekuja hapa kwetu. Huyo wanaendanga hivi. Wanaangalia hizo za 500. Anasema nipe tu hiyo yako. You think they have come because they didn't have, actually even by the time they were saying they want ya 500, si ati hawakuwa na pesa. But you see, people always want to spend the least, They want to get good service, but with a minimum cost. But saa zingine wakienda pale wakiangalia hizo wanaona even that 1,000 I can spend. You think they have come because of the bed? Because of how they were made to feel. They were made to feel special. So I tell them, usiseme ati huyu anunui kwetu. So nimwambie sisi hatuna, namuonyesha njia. Tell them 500 siko pande hii. Enda uangalie. So go an extra mile for your customer. Kama hauna hiyo kitu customer amekuja, usisikie vibaya kwenda kumchukulia kwa jirani. Ati sasa hiyo jirani wako ana benefit. Mwambie customer, ngoja kidogo, wacha nikuulizie. Don't tell them, okay, of course sasa sisi kwetu lazima tuambie waende because hatuna vitanda za 500. But kwako maduka zimepangana hivi. Wewe hauna hiyo kitu customer anataka. Why do you tell them ingia kwa hiyo duka uangalie? Mwambie ngoja kidogo customer, wacha nikuulizie. Watakuwa wanakujanga kwako kwa sababu wanajua hata nikikosa ataniulizia. Going an extra mile for your customer. Go an extra mile for your customer. You are building loyalty. You are building relationship for future. Because I say that for business people atuangalia hapa, tunaangalia 50 years from now. Yeah, think long term. I think I've already said that. And the don'ts, nikimalizia. Nilikuwa na mambo mingi sana. Na siku ingine munipatie time nifundishe hii maneno. Yes. The things that you should never tell your customers. The don'ts of customer service. Never tell your customer I don't know. Mimi sijui hiyo. Anaweza kuwa ameuliza kitu yenyewe hujui, but there is a way. There is a way. Customer, kwa sasa labda nikuulizie ama I can ask someone. There is always someone you can call. If it is a business like mine, they can always call me to say this customer wants ABCD, how do we handle this one? But you should never tell your customer, I don't know. Customer amekuja kwa sababu unajua. They know you have the solution to what they are looking for. So you should never tell your customers, I don't know. The don'ts of business, the don'ts of good customer service. Number 2, never tell your customers. Hivyo tu ndio inakuanga. Inakuanga tu hivyo customer. Unajua hata mimi hapa nimeandikwa kazi na sasa napata sheria za kazi. Unajua customer akikuja kwako hajui tumeandikwa. Yeye amekuja kwa hiyo biashara na anajua wewe ndio uko hapo and you are the one who has the final say. Of course we know that you don't have the final say. But do you have to tell your customer like that? Unajua hivyo ndio kuna kuanga customer. Unajua vile soko iko saa hii mambo tu iko hivyo. Mimi hata kuna kitu naweza fanya. No. Never tell your customer. Find a way. Tafuta lugha ya kuongelesha customer wako. Si ndio Jackie? Usiambie customer hivyo ndio kuna kuanga. Uchumi unajua vile huko, hata wewe kwani unaishi nchi gani? Si unaishi Kenya. Na unajua mambo vile iko. Hata wewe unaniuliza swali kama hiyo. Si tunaambiwa hivyo. What question is that you are asking me? Sasa unataka tufanye? That is a customer. Find a way. Tafuta lugha ya kuongea na customers wako. Usiambia customer I can't do that. Tunajua we are Christians. Si ni kweli? Na customer anaweza kuja kwako unauza soda na kuambia nilikuwa nataka kawaini. Si mimi siuzi hiyo. Si hivyo ndio tunaambiwa. Mwambie customer kwa sasa sina hiyo, but ukitembea hapa chini usiseme sasa namtuma aende akunywe pombe. Hapa chini hii street ukitembea hapo chini unaweza pata duka wanauza hivyo, kwa sasa mimi sina. Mwambie mimi ni Mkristo, mimi siuzi hiyo. You don't say that, such things to customers. I don't do that. I don't sell such. Mimi siuzi hiyo. Alikuja kwa sababu alikuwa anajua unauza. So if you don't have, tafuta a way of telling the customer that you don't. In a polite way. I may not tell you everything. I leave that for you to decide. Tutafuta lugha ya kuongea na customers wako. Ama for those of us maybe who work in big organizations or big businesses, maybe kuna department ya sales, kuna department ya kama kwangu, kuna department ya housekeeping, kuna department ya security, kuna department ya customer service ama receptionist. Mtu anakuja kwako anakuuliza nilikuwa nataka room. Mwambie hiyo sio department yangu. Mimi kazi yangu ni kufua manguo. That is not my department. You don't tell your customers like that. Find a way. If you know that is not your department, mwambie customer dakika moja, wacha nikuitie mwenye anahusika. Si ndio? Usiwezi ambia customer mimi sio receptionist. Ama mimi sio, you know, the things that we are normally told. Ama unaambia customer we are out of stock. Tulimaliza, hatuna hiyo kwa sasa. Tunaambiwa hiyo mara mingi. Good customer service does not allow you to say that. Mwambie customer order yetu imechelewa kidogo. You have said the same thing but in a polite way. Order yetu imechelewa kidogo but you expect from next week tutakuwa nazo. If you don't mind, you can check with us next week. Alternatively, there is a shop hapa chini mbali kidogo ningekuchukulia. Mbali kidogo, they also sell the same things. Usione ati sasa umetuma customer kwa competitor, sasa next time wataenda huko, they are not going to buy the product. They are buying how they are made to feel. Remember, by talking to them the way you have talked to them, you have already made them feel special. You have treated them very well. Huyu ataenda kununua pale, yes, but they will say, huyo mama wa hiyo duka alikuwa sawa. Next time they want, because you told them my order has delayed a bit, next time they want it, watakuja tu hapo kwako. But make sure you are not lying, I'm not trying to say people lie. No, we don't lie. Sawa. But we must find a way of managing our customers. I think I want to stop there. But just before, allow me just to mention one thing. Allow me to mention one thing. That one I was about to forget. Very, very important. In conclusion, as you treat your customers, watch your body language. Body language is very, very important. There is, I think, a research, or I read a book that says 70% of communication is not what we say. It is how we vile tu. Naweza kukuona hivi na nione uko na attitude. Kwani umesema niko na attitude? Hujaniambia niko na attitude, but I have seen uko na attitude. Si ni kweli? We communicate a lot by our body language more than what we say. For example, you reach maybe an office or a place of business na mtu amekaa hivi. Habari? Body language. What do you think as a customer? Niambieni tu. Umepata mtu na acha anakaa amekaa tu ameendelea kukaa hivi. Unaona aje? Wachana naye na shida zake tu. Acha amalizane na shida kwanza ndio akuje kutuhudumia. Si ni kweli? We have issues. Atuseme mambo ni mengi na tunakuanga na mambo hata sisi. But you don't show that to the customer. Body language is very, very important. Ushafika duka za zingine kwa some shops, and you find ladies wanashuka nywele. Because okay, they are not busy, they are idle, but wanashuka nywele. And sasa wanauza kwa hiyo duka. Unasikia aje? Na kanzi Jackie, she's making a face, I've said what we are talking about here are very small things, but they are very, very important. Ama mtu ametishika hivi. Holding hands at the back, not facing the customer, eye contact. How can I forget that? Eye contact is very, very important. It shows the customer that you are confident, you know what you are doing, you understand your business. Look at the customer kwa macho. Na hata unajua sisi wanabiashara tuko na mambo mengi. Wakora hawatakangi kuona mtu. Mnajuanga hiyo? Ukiona mtu unaongea na yeye unamwangalia hivi kabisa. Me, that's what I know. And they are not so confident, because those of us who have businesses, sometimes we are dealing with conmen, especially in a town like Kitengela. People who don't look at you direct in the eye, there's usually kuna kitu. Ukiona mtu anataka kuona macho, look at them sasa kabisa. Muangalie vizuri. So maintain eye contact. It is good customer service. Apart from the wakora bit, it shows your customers you are confident. It shows your customers that you understand what you are doing. Avoid chewing gum. Simple things too. Nataka? Sukari kilo ngapi? Vitu kidogo kidogo, but they mean a lot, Yani kuna kaheshima tu unajikozesha. Wachana na hizo vitu. Kuchew gum. Ama talking to your colleagues. Kama mko wawili kwa duka na mnahudumia customer, na sasa mnaongea stories zenu, which the customer is not even part of it, anashindwa. You know, hata customer I but you nyinyi mnamhudumia, yes, but you are very busy also talking. You are not giving the customer the attention. Wanasemanga give the customer undivided attention. Customer aone ni yeye na ni yeye na ni yeye. Si akienda mtaongea, kwani stories zinaenda wapi? People talk a lot, especially shops where people are many. Unakuta people talk a lot. The customer feels ignored. The customer feels ignored. And you see, the lifeline of that business is that customer. So I've said talking to other staff. I've talked about the phones. Hizi ndio zimemaliza biashara kabisa. Easy. People are just lost to avoid this. Or eating and drinking. Usikule bele ya customer. Sikule tu mbele ya customer. Wacha customer aende, or find a way if you can go to the back space, or if you are two, you do it in turns. Mwingine aende. Customer sikupate ukikula jagi kwa shop. Pata tu njia ya, sisasema nimekupata ukikula, but you can train the other people. It doesn't show, haionyeshi professionalism. Unapata customer mtu kwa counter, they are eating, they are drinking. Me, where I used to work, we were not allowed to do that. But I visited another bank another day, and I found people drinking tea at the counter, and I really felt bad. Ama people drinking sodas. I hope Diamond Trust you don't do that. Yeah. Okay, let me stop there. I think we can interact more in the afternoon, and can ask real questions on the same subject. Thank you so much.